There's been quite a lot of publicity recently over the differential pricing that you get for tickets for music, concerts and sports events. And what we're all looking at, and I think it's right to do so, is differential pricing, dynamic pricing, whatever you want to call it. And dynamic pricing has been an airline, I think, for many years now, I know. But we're all looking at that in different types of products and services. So my question is, have you at all noticed any more interest or pushback from consumer organisations or regulators in different countries over the fact that they are questioning whether the prices are fair?
I'll go first. Speaking on behalf of the Middle East and the Kingdom, no. That's mainly because maybe it's an airline. I think what you're coming to is when you've got the big concerts, the Taylor Swifts, the Coldplays, where everything goes through the roof and all the resellers, they swipe up 500 tickets to resell, etc., etc. But for me in the Kingdom, as an LCC, no.
Comments from my side. One is airlines try actually to use the continuous pricing principle in order to make this happen, which means the price steps are not that high. And it depends, you wouldn't have at the same time of booking, if it was only you, like there would be such a big price, as has been I think the case with these ticket examples that you were mentioning, where you are in the queue, you expect to buy a ticket for rate X for £200, and then actually by the time you get to buy the ticket, it has doubled or more. But what can happen to you, and this is an example with quite a renowned big airline group, personal example, where I always book mobile. So I was doing my booking and I got up to the payment and I did it and I never received any confirmation. So I wasn't even sure, did I now really buy the ticket? I couldn't see the payment went through. I had to contact the call center. And they actually said, did you book with mobile? Yes. Oh, we've had a bug with mobile for a while, and actually the payment doesn't work, so you have to book on the last thing you want with on your laptop. And I said, and if the price is higher now, which it actually was, yes, we are sorry. That's actually what happens. And I think it just shows there's still a little bit of a blurred space, and there are discussions about, to your question, from even consumer regulations, where will it go? I think they will want the transparency, so then there are some discussions around this, and it's just not yet really regulated as we are moving forward with this.
So for Grab, it is a big thing. Transparency is also difficult in a way, because you can't really give your algorithm to the consumers, and everything is kind of not forecasted, but based on supply and demand, really. It's as easy as that. So if our in-car cameras are detecting that it's starting to rain because the windshield wipers are on, then we forecast that obviously there's going to be more demand and less supply, and there will be more traffic because it's raining, and therefore the price will differ. This is not something that we can really change so much, although we are trying to be as cheap as possible and still being relevant in the ecosystem of all our merchants, so the driver ecosystem and the other merchant ecosystem. But where we can be better, or what we're trying to do, is understand what people want. So if you're price insensitive, then technically it shouldn't really matter. So we're going to push for you the high-end cars and the executive cars, or advanced booking. Someone is going to be waiting for you, and if you're more price sensitive, then maybe we're going to advise you, hey, you know, it's going to increase soon because we are forecasting some rain. Maybe you should book now and leave the office now, for example, versus at 6 p.m. when everybody wants to go. Or instead of going now, maybe you should wait a bit. You know, it's gonna go down according to our prediction. So whilst we can't really change the fluctuation of prices, because that's how we also make money, and how the system works, and how we we contribute to the ecosystem of the drivers, we can use the data that we have in order to make the experience better.
What about, say, then again, the experience as a whole? Because what we find from, say, specifically the ancillary part, by looking at seats, by luggage, that most of the customers, they will get the right price, but sometimes they feel that they're part of the airline system or of the Grab system. So we are dealing in a proper way, we think, with the data in optimizing, say, the experience and the revenue. But does it also have, say, the relevant feedback for the customer that they feel treated well in the sense that they are being seen as part of their journey and getting the right quality of service?
So the positive thing for us, I guess, is we have more flexibility. You have one aircraft and one seat per person. We have different vehicle types, so we can put people together in order, if they want the experience to live at 6, then you share with someone. And then we will still address the price issue because it's more expensive. So I guess we don't exactly have the same problem. And we are still customer obsessed, so this is the priority. I guess when you go into the low-cost airlines, the education is already there, right? It's not something new, so you know what you expect. And I also think that people, because of that, will prefer sometimes not to fly a low-cost carrier because of this, and because they're less price sensitive, and they don't want to go to the hassle of having to piecemeal things together themselves and go with a better experience.